Hi guys, Exeter-Rider, thanks for joining me once again. Now this week I'm going to give my bike a long deserved wash. Right, so first of all, I'm going to give it a jolly good soaking. This is actually the second soaking that I've given it so far, just with normal water. Everybody does this differently. I'm not saying my way is the right way. It's just the way I've always done it. Just getting all those awkward places, especially in and around the rear wheel, under the mud guards, etc. Okay, next up I got these two products here. One is Demonshine. I use this because it's just cheap, to be honest with you. And the second one is Wonder Wheels, which one of my subscribers recommended to me, which is great stuff. That's available from Screwfix in the UK. So always give them a good shake. You don't really need to, but I think it's always a good idea to do that. What we do with this stuff, just spray it around the wheels. Actually smells awful, this stuff. But it's great at what it does. The reason I'm doing this first is because it's quite corrosive, so when I wash down the rest of the bike, at least the corrosive substance of this stuff is definitely going to be coming off. Obviously you don't want to hit the chain when you're spraying this either, so just have to be a bit wary of that and mindful. Keep it away from your brakes as well. Right, okay, so that's the Wonder Wheels on. So what I've got to do now is just wait for it to turn a deep red colour, and then I can just wash it off then. Okay, so that's gone a deep red now, so I can wash off the Wonder Wheel stuff now. And already, after about 8 minutes, they're coming up lovely. As I say, this is quite a corrosive cleaner, so I'd much rather do this first and then wash the rest of the bike. That's come up spot on first time. Wow, look at that. All that black soot just falling off. Perfect. Right, next up, some Demonshine. Spray this on now. Do bear in mind with all of this is that this is just a quick wash, what I would call a quick wash, and a quick tart up really. Because quite often I don't have time to do this fully and properly, if I'm honest with you. Surprising how good this stuff is, just spraying it on and the way it comes off. Start from the top and work down. Number plate area is always a sticky area, and also right underneath the engine block. I won't be able to get this area perfect today, but as I say, it is only a quick wash this. Okay, leave that for 5 minutes and wash it off. Okay, so that's the Demonshine sprayed on. I've waited 10 minutes now, and I'm just going to wash it off. But this is all it takes. It's nothing worse than a dirty bike. But as I say, quite often, you know, I could really go for this now and get the fine brushes out, go in between the spokes and everything else, but that's not what this video is about. It's just a quick wash. And now you can get your bike looking like new again in no time. I haven't got a bike dryer, so I'm going to use a leaf blower. Bit of a clumsy way of doing it, but it does the same job. Okay, so it's a case of starting at the top and working down. Next up is the ACF-50. So first of all, I've got to cover my tyres with some old towels or rags. It's also a good idea to cover up the brake discs as well, of course. You don't want any going on there. I'm not going to lie to you, this isn't a thorough clean, inside and out. And sometimes I do actually take it down the garage for a jet wash, just because it's easier and quicker. But this will be okay in this situation. Then in the summer, I'll probably go through it a bit more. It's just time constraints really at the moment, and I want to get this ACF-50 in and working. A good thing using a HVLP sprayer is that you don't need a lot of it. It atomizes it really well. Of course, you get right in there as well, in the most awkward places when you've got a gun like this. And also right into the engine parts as well, and the nooks and crannies. Underneath, around the stand. And what you find as well is that this will bring all the black back to colour again as well. All the faded plastics become back shining within a week or so. There you go, blasted. Right, so there you go. So that's the ACF-50 working in for the next week or so. So what I'll find now is that all the black plastics that were faded will come back to life again. All the metallic parts will start to shine, and overall it will just be well protected now against any corrosion. And in some cases it's argued that it can actually reverse the corrosion process. But this is just how I quickly, what I would say quickly, wash my bike. I mean, apart from the drying times, I would say that I spent probably about, probably half an hour doing this project. By the time I waited for the bike to dry and all that in between, it's obviously it gets longer. So you just got to time it correctly really to make it work properly. And quite often with washing my bike in the summertime, when I'm using the bike a lot more and time is tighter due to work commitments, I do sometimes take it down the garage and use the jet spray. I don't see any problem with that as long as it's done within common sense. Okay, so if you go up close to it with the lance and you're going to blast all your powder coating off, then obviously that's just stupid, you know, a stupid thing to do. But as long as you hold the lance back from a distance, then I think it's fine personally. Of course, it's not as safe as using a 2-bucket method or doing what I've done today. But there you go, each to their own on that one. But now I know that this is done, I can just leave it for a week, maybe even longer, and just wait for it to come up and shine. So it's ready for the next show or whatever I go and do. So the products that I've used, first of all, it's Wonder Wheels, which is available from screwfix.com. Great stuff, really good on wheels, and it gets rid of all that black soot that you can get on your wheels. Next one is Demonshine, which is available Halfords all over loads of places. And obviously there are different brands which do the same thing. So again, good stuff, and it's cheap as well, that stuff. Most importantly, the stuff I would really recommend is the ACF-50. Now, a lot of people do use a compressor to do that, that's fine. But I personally find that the HVLP sprayer is better, easier to store, cheaper, and does a better job, to be honest. So do watch my video at the end of this, because I will put up a tag at the end for you to click on to watch that. It's well worth using if you haven't used it before. So that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week, Friday at 1 PM. Do click like and do click a subscribe. It would help me a lot if you could, please, and that would be super duper. Thank you very much. See you next week.